welcome back to the channel. My name is Princess Kev. If the first time of you tuning in, you are welcome. Thank you guys for tuning in today. I do videos related to nursing, faith related content and lifestyle content. So if it's something that interests you, please consider subscribing and sticking around to the end of the video. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for tuning in again. So in this video, I want to talk about making space for God, making space for God in our various lives. And if being intentional with God, trying to improve your relationship with God is something that you are actually being serious with, you have to make space with God. And we are going to be reading a particular scripture today, and the scripture is Second Kings chapter, let me get it, Second Kings chapter 18, 1 to 8. So let's read it, and then we'll talk about what we got from that particular scripture. Let's go. In the third year of the reign of Hoshea, son of Elah, as king of Israel, Hezekiah, son of Ahaz, king of Judah, became king of Judah at the age of 25, and he ruled in Jerusalem for 29 years. His mother was Abijah, the daughter of Zechariah. Following the example of his ancestor, King David, he did what was pleasing to the Lord. He destroyed the pagan places of worship, broke the stone pillars, and cut down the images of the goddess. He also broke in pieces the bronze snake that Moses had made. Now, verse 5. Hezekiah trusted in the Lord, the God of Israel. Judah had never had another king like that, either before or after his time. He was faithful to the Lord and never disobeyed him, but carefully kept all the commands that the Lord had given Moses. 7. So the Lord was with him, and he was successful in everything he did. He rebelled against the emperor of Azariah and refused to submit to him. He defeated the Philistines and raided their settlement from the smallest village to the largest city, including Gaza and its surrounding territory. So, from the scripture that we read, there are some points that I got from it, and I want to share it with you guys. So, the first one I will say is King Hezekiah had a mind of his own. That's the first point. So reading, if you read like some chapters before this particular chapter, you will know that the kings that came before King Hezekiah did not trust the Lord. They worshipped false gods, and they did not honor the Lord. So but King Hezekiah, even though he came after his father moved in that pathway of not honoring God, he decided that he will go his own path, and he decided to go in the way of his ancestor, King David. He believed in the Lord, he trusted in the Lord, and we can see that God helped him in his battles with different people, the Philistines and all. It's even recorded that they did not have any other king like Hezekiah before his time and after his time. So King Hezekiah had a mind of his own. He did not mind and feel like all people say that he's not following in the pathway of his father to be worshiping false gods and all. But then he decided to go in his own way, or in the way of his ancestor King David, that the Bible puts it. So he already made up his mind that this is what he wanted, and he went like that, not minding what people would say. So that is the first point I would say with this. The second thing I will say is, in making space for God in our life, remove distractions. In this particular scripture we read, we saw that King Hezekiah removed every distraction in terms of false statue, whatever they built to represent their false gods, King Hezekiah removed it and destroyed it. He even destroyed the bronze snake that was being worshipped in the time of Moses and also during his own time. So any distraction that he could find, he removed it because he already knew what he wanted and he was going directly for that thing he wanted. And distraction, it can be good or bad thing in our lives, in our various activities. A good thing can become a distraction, bad things can also be a distraction. A job can be a distraction if we let it. A what I say, whatever it is, it can be a distraction if you let it be a distraction. Like now in this case, the bronze snake that Hezekiah brought down during the time of Moses, it was a good thing, but then during his old time, it was not a good thing. It was not becoming a distraction because that was what the people were worshiping instead of them focusing their attention on God. So whatever it is that is in our life that is causing distractions from us actually focusing on God, we have to remove it if we actually want to be serious with God. We have to be brutally honest with ourselves and remove whatever distraction it is that might be shifting us or shifting our attention away from God. And again, good things that are in our life, we should try to have boundaries so that these good things do not turn our focus away from God, and then we'll be focusing on whatever it is that might be that good thing. You get. So that is the second option, the second point I'm talking about in this video. The third one I will say is have time for God. We cannot make space for God in our life if we don't have time for Him. We have to actually make time for God. We cannot just say that we don't have time, so we will not have a concrete relationship with God. If you want to have a concrete relationship with God, you have to make out time. You have to actually make out time. The same way you set out time to eat, set out time to study the word, set out time to pray. You have to actually set out time if you want to be intentional and grow your relationship with God. If you actually want to make space for Him in your life. So relating this whole scripture with our lives to our lives, you can see that in living for God, we have to first of all be intentional, as how Hezekiah was intentional in the Bible. As he became a king at the age of 25, he decided that this and this and this and this will no longer be happening in his palace or in his kingdom or wherever he was ruling in. He removed whatever distraction was there, so distractions too should be removed. And then again, he focused up to the extent that God was with him and he did not lose. He did not lose in any of his battles. So that is my message for you guys today. If you want to be more intentional with God, if you want to be serious with God, you have to make space in your life for Him. You have to actually make space, and it's not something that you will just say that if I have time today, I will. You have to make out the time. You have to. Alright, guys, I hope this video blessed you. Share it to someone that might benefit, and I'll see you guys in my next video.